Okay, so in the list of practical exercise, the next exercise that we are going to discuss is exercise number 12, which is creating a Python program to create and search employees record in CSV file. Okay, so your CSV file handling in our practical examination, both binary file handling and CSV file handling, you will be creating the file through the program, and then you will do the required task, okay, whether it is display or search or update, whatever. So you will be creating the file through the program, and then you will be doing the search operation or display operation, whatever. Okay, so here it is CSV file handling. CSV stands for comma separated value. So which deal with the data in the form of a table. Okay, wherever you are having the data in a form of, wherever you wanted to store the information in a form of a table, so you can go for a comma separated value. Okay, so here in every values, it will be by default, it will be separated by comma. Okay, however, you can also use a different delimiters also. Okay, so in this particular CSV file handling, to handle the CSV file, we have to import the CSV module, and then we need to create the writer or reader object. Okay, so before you start reading or writing the content, first you have to create a writer object for writing and reader object to read the information from a CSV file. Okay, so here in this particular exercise, what we are going to do is that I'm going to get employee details, employee number, name, and then salary. I'm going to get it from the user, and then I'm going to create a CSV file. Right, okay. So after that, I'm going to search whether the particular CSV file, whatever I'm looking for, whether it is present, employee number, whether it is present in the file or not. Okay, for that, I'm going to write a Python program. So this is the program. I have it typed in my Python editor. So this is my program. So here, so first import CSV to do the CSV file handling. Def create. Okay, so I'm reading a user defined function. So for the file handling, the very first step is to create the file handle, where you have to mention the name of the file and the file mode. So for the CSV file handling, okay, when you're creating the file, okay, you have to specify one more parameter called new line, and you can give it as empty string. So if you do not give that parameter, it will add additional line at the end of each record. Okay, by default, it will add a new line character at the end of each record. To avoid that, so you have to suppress that new line. Okay, so you have to give new line is equal to empty string. Okay, please remember that when you are dealing with CSV file handling. So along with the file name, my name of the file is CSV file is emp.csv. Okay, the file name should end with the CSV, and I have given the file mode as A. Okay, so here your CSV file, it is also a text file. You will be able to read it. Okay, so it's not necessary that you have to read it only through the program. You will be able to read it. So that is why it is a text file. So that's why I didn't mention B. Okay, where you will be mentioning it for binary file handling. Okay, so here A stands for append the data. Okay, append the data to a text file, and then new line is equal to empty string. Okay, so after opening the file, the very first step is to create the file handle. So FW is equal to CSV dot writer of the file object, whatever you have created, you have to mention it here. So now I'm going to read the data from the user. I'm writing it into the file. So we are going to follow the traditional method, which is option. I'm initializing with Y. As long as the user says yes, I'll be receiving and I'll be adding. So here I'm getting employee number, employee name, and then employee salary. So it contains integer input and then floating point. So that information I'm creating it as a list. Okay, so the write row function, it will accept list as an argument. Write rows, it will accept nested list as a argument. Okay, so write row. So I'm reading the value and immediately writing the data into the CSV file. and the OPT. So it will ask the user whether they want to continue. So if they give yes, again the set of statements gets executed and you will be adding a next record to the CSV file. Okay. So after doing that, you're closing the file. So now the next function is it is to search. To search, I'm going to search based on the employee number. So if you want to read the contents, first you have to create a file object and you have to specify the file mode as R. Okay. So here F is equal to open off, whatever the name that you have given here, the same name you have to give. Okay, so if there is any spelling mistake, definitely you will not be able to get the answer. So make sure that you are giving the name, whatever the name you have given here, the same name you must give. And I'm going to read the content. So the file mode I have given here is R. So now I'm reading the number from the user. Int of input of found is equal to 0. I set the flag value and then I'm creating the reader object. FR is equal to CSV dot reader of F. Right, okay. So using that reader object, you can directly use it in a for loop to get the individual elements, that is individual records. Okay, for data in FR. So when you read the data, it will return list of string elements. So here when you are writing it as a integer, string and then floating point. But when you are reading the information, all the contents, it will be in the form of a string only. So if you are planning to handle the data as number or floating point, then you have to use int function or float function to convert it to the particular data type, and then you have to do the comparison. So here I'm reading number as an integer, employee number, I'm reading it as an integer. So I'm converting that number into a string because data of 0, that is in the first index. So yeah, so the first index, the first element of a list is a employee number. So to get that information, it is list of 0. Right, okay, in 0th index, I'm having the employee number. So that value from the first record, I'm reading the value and then I'm comparing. When you do the comparison, make sure that you have to use str because here the data of 0, it is in the format of string. So yeah, so the number also I'm converting it to string and then I'm checking whether they both are equal. So if both are equal, which means that the employee number found. So if it is found, you are printing that detail and you have to give found is equal to 1 and you give a break. So it will come out of the for loop. Okay, so if this condition is not satisfied, again for loop gets executed. It will take the second record, third record, fourth record until till the file found, that is employee number found, or as long as there is a content in the file. Okay, so after that I'm closing the file. So I have searched the complete file and still it is not found, Abdina. So your found flag value, it will become 0, which means that whatever the employee number that you are looking for, it was not found. So you have to display that information as well. So if found equal to 0, print the employee number does not exist. Okay, so this is a function for search. Now I have just returned the function call statement to create the CSV file and to search the CSV file. Now let me execute that. So there are some syntax errors. Let me see. So here only input function. So it should not contain this. Okay, let me save and run it once again. Okay, so there is a let me try to give it at the end of the file. Okay, so Python, it really much care about the indentation. Okay, so only when you correct it, you will be, there is no mistake in the coding. However, there is a problem with the space. So you have to be very careful. So it started asking the employee number. Okay, so let me give 11. Okay, so and then employee name. Okay, Sanjeev. Okay, and then salary 10,000. Do you want to add? Yes. Okay, so enter the employee number. It is 12. Okay, so and then here it is Ram, and then employee salary. Okay, so do you want to continue? So let me start here. So enter the employee number to search. So let me give 12. Okay, so the detail is present. So it is giving the detail. Okay, so I have to run it once again so that not found detail also I have to show it to the external. So enter the employee number. Now it is asking you to enter to add it to the file. Okay, so 13. So I give it as Daya, and then okay, do you want to continue? No. Okay, now and enter the employee number to search. Let me give 15. So the employee number does not exist. So it is showing the result. Okay. So here, whatever the file that you have created, emp.csv, it will be present in this path. Okay. So let me show you that. Okay. So this is my emp. Okay. Open. Okay, so here I have given the file mode as append. So both the runs, what are all the data you can see it here. Okay, so this is how you will be able to handle the CSV file. Okay, children.